yours, but
it does indeed. Thanks, David. So the Nets starting five. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Griffin. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Irving attacking. Basket good.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
This is it to Giannis. Kicks to Holiday. Middleton outside. Off target from 3-point range. Brooklyn with the ball. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Griffin. Irving's got his second basket.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now here's Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Now the Bucks moving it up. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Count it, good.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here is Irving. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Holiday. Pass to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. And Holiday has it in the corner. Over Harris. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Listen, guys, Brook Lopez has a big body, and if you don't box him out, he's going to get some work done on the glass.
Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Irving. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Misses the 3. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. The Bucks trail.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Lopez with the steal. Middleton with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
It's good. Irving's got 6 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Back to DiVincenzo. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden against Holiday. Outside Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Back to Harden. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets out in front, up by 2. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, yep.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Yep, that one goes.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it down to Middleton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Nets with the lead. The pass to Luau. Round down low. Pass to Luau. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
With the tip. It's good on the putback. Tucker's got his first points of the game.
If you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
Brown, the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Forbes. No good on the triple. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Brown drives in, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. A nice shot by Irving.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
Here is Forbes. To the wing on the left. No one near him. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open. This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown, and Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. It's Portis atop the key. Middleton for three. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets leading by 7. Harris outside. Jordan the pass to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin dishes to Irving. Griffin kicks to Irving. They get a hand on it and stolen by Portis. One-on-one fast break. Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Green, he's checked in for Harris. And Luwawu subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Brown the pass to KD. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
DiVincenzo. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Luwawu. Inside, it's tipped. Shot clock at 5. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. To the inside with 4 seconds on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And that one released in time, but... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that's a wrap with the 3rd quarter approaching.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Bucks trail by 5. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Irving against DiVincenzo. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Harris. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Griffin looking it over, down low, kicks it out to Harden. Jordan, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 8 points.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Inside, Stolen by Harden. Jordan the pass to Griffin. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Antetokounmpo against Griffin. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving's shot is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Holiday for three. Middleton. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Irving for three. It's hauled in by Giannis. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 11. Basket counts. 8 points for him.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Harris dishes to Harden. Nobody near Irving. Again, Irving missing. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
If you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
And here's Harden. There's the pass to Irving, taken away by Holiday. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Passes it to Luau. Here's Claxton. Outside, KD. Lays it up off the glass. Durant's got his second bucket.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this. Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
Here's Teague. And it's good. 2 points.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Brown finds KD. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 5. Teague with the ball. And it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets.
Well, you love how Durant goes into the contact. This guy is always looking for an opportunity to get to the foul line.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Portis. And Tucker has it in the corner. Off target with his 3.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Outside for Durant. Let's keep it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 9.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's blocked. Good if it goes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets.
Venom.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Brooklyn leading by 9. We've got Chris Middleton. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Al Harden. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Luau is checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for James Harden. Here's Holiday. Rebounded by the Nets. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. KD leading the charge.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range because that is money in the bank.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton, to the paint, and Tucker kicks to Portis. The shot is good off the backboard. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 11-point game. And Holiday throws it down.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Antetokounmpo against Durant. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
And that one's good by Giannis.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Pass to Green. Great D that time for Middleton.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Giannis against Durant. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's tightly guarded, and two shots coming up at the line. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
Guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Now you think about it, over time, Joe Harris has made himself a viable option as an NBA player. He's got such offensive versatility.
Bucks trail by 6. And Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Griffin. And Holiday has it in the corner. And it goes down 2 points.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Giannis high post. Griffin on him. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Harden against Holiday. Pass to Irving. Count it.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Outside Holiday. Dishes it to Lopez. Can't get it to fall. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Harden kicks to Griffin. It's soulbound to Kumbo.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
They've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
The shot and game clock separated by 4, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Harden. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Close to full strength, though.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Hawks, they've got John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the small forward.
Well, you see the value Drew brings on the defensive end. Anticipates well, has the long reach and very quick hands.
Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again. Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
On the wing, Holiday. Lopez left side. And he gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Bogdanovich wide open. Offensive rebound. Collins finds Capella. Young inside. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Holiday goes in. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Capella kicks to Young. Back to Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. Passes to Young. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 16. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Over to the left wing. Here's Teague. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Hunter. Down low. The kick out to Williams. Over Teague. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Okongwu.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Teague up top. He's guarded by Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Williams with the ball. Gallinari outside. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Portis.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Tucker. Outside Portis. Second chance shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the...
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. Earlier on,
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the 1. Here's Connaughton, and he lays it straight in. Connaughton's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here's Herter, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Hey, if Herter can beat defenders with the dribble drive, they can't crowd him on the perimeter.
Middleton outside. Back to Forbes. Right side, Portis. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Beautiful by Bobby Portis. Catches it in rhythm, and we know about the confidence he has.
Pass to Dunn. Here's Hunter. And there's the pass to Gallinari. Shoots over Tucker. Here's Okongwu. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Bogdanovich, that's for 2, taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton leading the charge. He gets it in there. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Back to Antetokounmpo. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And now here comes Young leading the break. Here's Bogdanovich. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Young against Holiday. Inside. Lopez dishes to Holiday. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Quick, Athletic, explosive, Holiday will leave you in the dust.
Now Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Feeds to Capella. 5 to shoot. Collins kicks to Young. From 18 feet away. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D there from Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
Showing off the power there. Holiday likes to attack and comes at it with a lot of force.
Here's Young. Passes it to Bogdanovich. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Atlanta making some changes. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Bogdanovich. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 13.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here's Young. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
And so, thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Collins. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Poked away. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Young. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here's Capella. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Young against Holiday. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Young.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Young passes to Capella. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Lock at 6. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Holiday looking for an opening. Middleton left side. Knocked loose. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Outside Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. Bucks leading by 9. Here's Holiday. They get the rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
The Bucks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
It's stolen by T, and they're moving it up. Portis can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 12. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And stolen by Jeff T. Unhindered, going all the way. And Portis throws it down.
And one great play leads to another with Teague. His fast hands and fast feet making things happen.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Outside Teague. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Teague's got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee.
And all those hours in the weight room paying off right there for Teague. Nice finish through the contact.
Here's Herter. Count it.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Bucks leading by 12. Now here's Teague. He kicks it to Forbes. Gallinari with the rebound. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
It's very interesting. Kevin Herter projects to be a shooter, but he's so inconsistent from the free throw line.
9 seconds left to play here in the third. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. From deep. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. Great positioning on the putback. Hunter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks.
I love how hard DeAndre plays, showing some heart on the offensive glass.
Here's Middleton, and that one is stuffed right through.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Williams attacking, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Outside Holiday.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Drew does it how it's supposed to be done. Changes ends quickly, puts himself in the right position to finish.
Here's Young. There's the feed to Capella. Lopez with the block. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
And Young kicks to Collins. Stripped away. Fast break, Milwaukee. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. And that's 12 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Young finds Capella. Here's Snell. Shot to stop the run. And Capella with the layup.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes. Showing off the nice touch there.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And there's the call on John Collins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo over Young. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Collins. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Clock at 4. And he finishes nicely on the way up.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Here's Holiday. Makes it off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Drew Holiday.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Gallinari wide open, and the 3 off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. Fires the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Dunn passes to Fernando. From deep. Can't hit that one. Here's Connaughton. No good from outside. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now... Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the one. And looking at the Nets, they've got Griffin. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Now, here is Young. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
Oh, offensive interference. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Collins. Passes to Snell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Irving. Poked loose. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Here's Young, following the bucket by the Nets. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. And no good. The Nets go the other way with it. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Griffin.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Young's shot is off.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now Harden. The pass to Griffin. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
Wow, what a moment right there. Griffin putting on a show. He is just an awesome dunker.
Bogdanovich dishes to Collins. To the inside.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Irving, good.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Young against Irving. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Outside Irving. Outside for Griffin. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks trailing. Here's Collins. Young in the corner. The 3 finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Using a quick, compact release. Trae Young, very difficult to guard.
36 seconds left in the first. Harden finds Griffin. Here's Jordan. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And there it is for him.
John Collins can run as a big and impressive right there in the open court.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. It's a three-point game.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawk. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Luwawu. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Here's Williams. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Lou Williams, FPGA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by the Nets. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. Out to Gallinari. To the paint. A floater. Rebounded by the Nets. KD looking around. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
Outside Williams. Pass to Gallinari. Here's Okongwu. It's blocked. Durant against Gallinari. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. And finished off by KD.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Down low. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Brown with it. No points in the game yet for him. KD on the wing. Fires high post. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, that's a smart shot by KD. Sizes up the D and then just cashes in.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hunter dishes to Gallinari. Now here's Williams. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Williams passes to Gallinari. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Young finds Bogdanovich. Here's Snell, guarded by Harris. Bogdanovich against Harden. Can't hit from 12. The Nets shooting their first free throws of this group.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Inside, and Irving comes to help. And here's Young from the arc. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Pass to Irving. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Harris kicks to Jordan. Passes it to Harden. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Griffin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Snell dishes to Capella. That one good for 2.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
And Harden launches it from deep. And so we conclude the first half. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into. And that's...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. They've got Young. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Here's Young. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Bogdanovich. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The kick out to Irving. Launches it. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Collins finds Young. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Now here's Jordan. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks it out to Harden. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Good on the shot. And it's 9 points for Trae Young.
So tricky there with the floater and a nice touch from Trae Young.
Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their number 1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
The Hawks trail by 7. Harris against Collins. Feeds it to Capella. Back to Collins. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Back to Irving. From 18 feet away. Griffin kicks to Jordan. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Young.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Luwalu's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Hunter kicks to Dunn. 8 feet away, and he knocks down the jumper. Dunn's got his first basket.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The wide open look for Durant. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Nets lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Hunter, no one around him, trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Nets leading by 10. KD, that's for 2. Off target with the open look. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Hawks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Brown feeling it out a bit. From the stripe. Gallinari with the rebound.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Back to Williams. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Here's Durant. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by 9 as the quarter. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Hawks trail by 9. We've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harris. And it's Green. And it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Huerter. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Williams. Right side, Collins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Kevin Durant. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Hunter. Young is subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Now here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Here's Young. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now, here is Young. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Young. Here's Capella. It's Young on the wing. Back to Williams. To the middle. Young inside. Guarded by Green. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Irving attacking, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Snell's checked in.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game, and so hard to guard without fouling.
Collins against Griffin. Now Young.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Young, he gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play.
Harden with it. Lobs it up for Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square, and DJ's going to throw it in.
Young looking it over. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Jordan against Capella. On the wing, Irving. Beyond the arc. Collins grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Now, here is Gallinari. Now, here is Young. And Gallinari kicks to Capella. Young dishes to Capella. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends. Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 10. From the high post. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter. When Trae Young finds his, he's pretty fine at taking those shots.
Here is Harden. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Even thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the two-guard spot. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
Harris passes to Harden. And it's sent back by Lopez.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
The putback, Middleton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points are bonus.
Harden against Antetokounmpo. And the basket by Harden.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And Clark, they sit back in Greece. All of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his back.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Irving passes to Harden. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Holiday against Jordan. Offensive rebound. Here's Giannis. Great D that time from Griffin. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
Harris against Middleton. Lays it up and banks it in. Middleton's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Harden against Holiday. Harden, no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, nice job down low.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here is Harden. Pass to Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Here's Holiday. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. The shot's good from Irving. So it's the Bucks now, trailing by 2. Outside Holiday. Lopez outside. Middleton with it, and it's Harden kicking him up. The kick out to Holiday, just 4 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Harden scanning the floor. Griffin dishes to Jordan. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And the shot goes down.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Lobs it up for Jordan. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. 2K Sports. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come up stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for the Bucks, we've got Teague. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Nwora in at the 3 slot. Portis. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
The Nets with the lead. Another shot. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight. Practically a sure thing when he lets it fly.
Here's Teague, banked in off the glass.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Down kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brown against T. Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. Durant feeling it out a bit. The 10-footer. Count that one. And now a 6-point Nets lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they've got a nice groove going right now offensively. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Nets leading by 8. Durant wide open. He fires. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Bucks shooting not great, 40% for the game.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter. And I love the way T keeps his concentration, his focus, not allowing the defense to ruffle him at all.
Brown the pass to Luau. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Teague.
Tell you what, guys, you just got to give Teague a lot of credit for his focus. Very poised under pressure.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Luau. Green kicks to KD. Shoots over Tucker. The shot by KD. No good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The dribble drive once one of Tucker's weaknesses. Now he's refined it and added it to his arsenal.
Now Brown. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's KD. It's rebounded by Portis. They're running. Here's Forbes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Now, it's really interesting to note that Forbes went to the same high school in Detroit as a certain friend of ours. I think the guy's name I'm thinking about here is Chris Webber.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Harris outside. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the... Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams... And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden with it. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Jordan finds Harden. Back to Jordan. It's stolen by Kumpo. For the lead, Middleton the pass to Holiday. Giannis outside. And that one drops for him. Giannis has got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Holiday against Harden. Nobody near Irving. Jordan dishes to Irving. Let's keep it alive.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Shots good by Middleton.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Harden, tipped away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Milwaukee leading by 4. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Yes, that goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Irving against DiVincenzo. To stop the run, Harden, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Nets trail by 6. Irving for 3. And the Nets miss again. It's Giannis with the drive. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Harden outside. Passes it to Irving from deep. No good on the shot.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Irving passes to Harden. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Outside for KD. Trying to get something.
Oh, man. Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Here's Norwell, headed by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And finished off by KD.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Pass to Forbes. Puts up a 3. Here's Portis out left to the wing. It's tipped, but he stays with it. Forbes the pass to Portis. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Green. Makes it off the glass.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead, leading by 6. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Portis. Also, Brook Lopez out there. Chris Middleton is out there with Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
2 shots. And Brown drops them both. Bucks leading by 7. Outside Teague. Portis trying to free himself. Teague can't hit. And for the Nets, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. A putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Some solid defense from Brown.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Here is Forbes, defended by Durant.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's Green missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for Green. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Harden draws the double. Goes back up. Short. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Bucks leading by 5. And here is Antetokounmpo. The shot misses. Good D by Jordan. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And the shot goes in.
Boy, you need a competent player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
DiVincenzo against Irving. DiVincenzo gets to Giannis. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Holiday looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often. And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game there.
Lopez against KD. On the wing, Irving. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
Middleton on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Good!
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
KD's shot is off. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. They get it again. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Hits it from 3-point range. And it's an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And so the Bucks take the win. This, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Downtown Milwaukee is they're down a body tonight, but it didn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Collins wide open. He fires. Gets an open look and hits. Collins has got his second basket.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
And Giannis gets it to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Young finds Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. From outside, off the mark. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They double him with Middleton. It's Young on the wing. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's Collins. Young outside. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Here's DiVincenzo. Count that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Bogdanovich after the basket by Milwaukee. Feeds it to Capella. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Hits the three-point bomb.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Giannis dishes to Holiday. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Trying to get open is Lopez. Great positioning on the putback.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Yep, that one goes in there.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Young outside. Over Holiday. Young's shot is off. The Bucks trail. Shot and game clock separated by 5. DiVincenzo.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Young looking around. He feeds it to Capella. Puts it up from 12. Unable to get that one.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Milwaukee on top. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Gallinari passes to Williams. And that one drops.
Doesn't matter what defense you call against Williams, he finds the cracks and exploits them.
Teague against Williams. Count that one. Teague's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gallinari dishes to Hunter. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 3. Tucker with the ball. Okongwu covering. Tucker can't get it to go.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And Gallinari throws it down.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
GA, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has a chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Pass to Forbes. Teague deciding where to go with it. Here's Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 4.
That was physical D. But Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Teague against Williams. Got a piece of it. Okongwu kicks to Williams. Pass to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Jack Connaughton comes in for Jeff Teague. For the Hawks. There's the triple. Forbes can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 4. And now here comes Collins leading the break. In the corner, Snell with it. Capella inside, defended by Portis.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Here's Forbes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
Stolen by Collins. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. Young's got 8 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here is Forbes, defended by Young. Young with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Forbes. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Young. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That shot no good. Here's Atlanta. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Collins finds Bogdanovich. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now a 6-point Hawks lead.
Has this offense been running? I'm just getting tired of watching it.
It's stolen by Capella. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Right side, Collins. And foul up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor.
Oh, he made it! He got it to go, and he beat the buzzer.
Wow. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Bogdanovich. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Young in at the point. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. A three-pointer, no good. The Hawks leading by 9. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Yep, it counts. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. The kick out to Young. That three off the mark.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Stolen by Holiday. All by himself. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, you see the value Drew brings on the defensive end. Anticipates well, has the long reach and very quick hands.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. To the inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Down low. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket for Middleton.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Young outside. Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Huerter passes to Gallinari. 5 on the clock. Okongwu kicks to Hunter. The Hawks again can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. The offensive rebound. The Hawks leading. Fast break. The Hawks. Here's Huerter. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
A nice option on the break. We know Huerter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
The Bucks shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Teague against Williams. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kicks to Gallinari. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jeff Teague. The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Timeout called the Bucks. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta.
There you go, fans. That was your Bucks dancer. One more time. Let him hear it.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Stolen by Tucker. Teague, the pass to Tucker. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And finished off by Collins.
Beautiful catch and flush by Collins. A high flyer who attacks the rim with purpose.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
That will count. That shot is off. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading basket. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
DeAndre Hunter, over 3 years at Virginia, was a very mature player, and he left with a championship under his belt.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dunn passes to Herter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And so they foul intentionally. The Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Outside, Bogdanovich. Out to the right wing. Pope loose and stolen by Jeff Teague. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Dunn. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Williams passes to Capella. He kicks it to Collins. Tries again. And Capella with the layup.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
DiVincenzo. That shot missing. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Collins.
John Collins is terrific in transition. Consistently beats opponents up and down the floor.
Here's Giannis. It's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside the defense.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. I told him this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Giannis inside. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's the pass to Capella. Stolen by Middleton. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. Here's DiVincenzo. Count that one as his 7th bank in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. And up the court from the Bucks on the break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Hey, keep the ball moving. Holiday showing good leadership, running the offense all the way through.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside, Bogdanovich.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Capella inside. Lopez is there. Hunter, the pass to Capella. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Holiday, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And now it's an 11-point Milwaukee lead. Young dishes to Collins. Holiday against Young. Lob pass to Capella.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Outside Holiday. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
This is to Snell. Back to Capella. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Outside Holiday. No good.
A lot of people bag on Young's defense, but he...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. Moments away as the drama awaits from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. D8.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. They've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the center filling out the middle. And for Atlanta, John Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the point. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. He kicks to Collins. Snell from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Irving. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And it's in there.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Pass to Collins. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots from the line. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. 6 points for Kyrie Irving. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now Young. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Harden the pass to Griffin. To the paint. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Harden with it, guarded by Hunter. A shot by Griffin, nobody around. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Collins dishes to Capella. Back to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Green, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for James Harden. Huerter passes to Gallinari. Williams against Brown. Williams' shot is off.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he makes both free throws. The Hawks trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Okongwu slams it in.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
Outside, Green. And there's the pass to Claxton. From 12 feet out, Durant, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williams with the ball. Brown's there. And the basket is good. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
KD passes to Green. Back to Durant. Here's Claxton. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
Brooklyn shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And the free throw, no good. Done outside. On the wing, Williams. Shoots over Brown. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as they get ready to take a break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shoots the 3. That one, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Herter. Good D by Harden. Irving from long range. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks trail by 13. There's the lob to the hoop. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. For Atlanta, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And here's Irving. 8 points for him. The tray. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Hawks passing it around. No coverage that time. And now it's only a 5-point Nets lead.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Young finds Snell. At the elbow, Collins. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Harden scanning the floor. Young against Irving. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Young dishes to Snell. Back to Young. Over Irving. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Irving's shot is good.
Oh, Kyrie dazzling on the drive. One of the best in the league at that.
What a performance for Kyrie. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 14 points and 1 assist. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Young, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. So that's the Hawks 5.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Back to Irving. 3-pointer. Another miss by Irving. The Hawks trail by 7. One-on-one here. to Young. Back to Bogdanovich. It counts, and the foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Greg, you were talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Back to Gallinari. And that one is good.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Nets leading by 3. Here's Irving. He's got 14. Jordan kicks to Irving. Over Young. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. Irving's got 16 points.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Herter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gallinari passes to Capella. Out to Gallinari. All alone. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
You do not want to let Danilo Gallinari get his feet set. This guy is elite as a shooter.
Brown outside. Durant way outside. Rebound Atlanta. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. Young against Brown. Passes it to Capella. The kick out to Young. Here's Herter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And the Hawks making a change here. Williams is checked in. 1:31 left in the third. Brown the pass to KD. Pass to Claxton. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Luau. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 3. Williams passes to Herter. Dishes it to Okongwu. There's a minute left in the third. Kicks it to Hunter. He feeds it to Okongwu. And it's blocked. Here's Luau. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. That one falls. And the Nets lead by 5.
This is what pure scorers do. They find ways to create points. KD doing work.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. So the wing on the left, Hunter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Nets leading by 5. To the paint. No good with the layup. Hawks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Williams. 2 points. That one goes.
This guy is as good a shot maker as anyone in the league. Lou Williams doing work.
Here's Durant. It's good from the top of the key. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets out in front. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And yes, it's good. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket in this one.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Harden dishes to KD. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Durant. Here's Young. That one off the back iron and out. Nets leading by 7. Irving from long range. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Okongwu with it. Griffin's there. Here's Young. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. First one falls for him. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Nets leading by 12. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Irving for 3. Drops in the tray. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Harden. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Harris with it. He dishes it to Irving. Fires from deep. Jordan kicks to Irving. Jacks up a 3. Okongwu grabs the board. And stolen by Jordan. It's stolen by Capella. Williams finds Capella. Back to Williams. The Hawks working the ball around. Snell, the pass to Capella. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
On the wing, Williams, guarded by Harden. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. From deep three-point range, they get it back. Griffin kicks to Harden. Irving from long range. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's the teardrop. Okongwu's shot is good.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden against Williams. Now here's Harden. 5 to shoot. From deep. No good.
Lou Williams challenges the shot. Boy,
all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.